Hello and welcome back to Aubrey Books and Coffee. Please grab your favorite beverage of choice and join me. So the TBR game is going to look a little different today. If you can't tell, the hair is a little crazy, no makeup, like coming to you raw. I don't know about you guys, but the end of the year is feeling a little bit stressful for me here. And so I think a lot of you are feeling kind of that crunch as well going into the holidays. So let's just relax for November, everyone. Here, I'm just going to relax, especially since October had 31 and 31 and other things in the personal sphere of life were going on. I choose to just relax in November. There's tons of books I need to get caught up on. As I have said before, and in case you didn't know, starting from January on, every time I do my TBR game, the 20 plus books I put on my TBR, the ones I don't get, stay there and keep floating over. If I don't get to them by the end of the year, I need to remove them from my TBR list. And if I have a physical copy, remove the physical copy. So the stress and pressure is on at all times to try and get these books done and reviewed for you. That being said, because I have so many I need to still get caught up on, I want to say there was 45 total. Because of that, and I still have my 25 and 2025 I want to finish, plus there's book challenges and stuff I've been a part of all year I need to finish, things like that. So lots and lots need to go on this TBR. So the game, instead of my usual checklist, will actually just be the rules and the prompts with the cards that I created way back when and use every month. And then the new one that I borrowed from Silvia on her channel with the Lord of the Reads. I'm just going to do those two games today and then kind of talk about some of the other ones I'm hoping to get on for the month. So without further ado, let's get going. So for the month of November, apparently, we're going to have Rumble Toes because I put the blanket down there and he is super comfy, aren't you, buddy? And isn't planning on going anywhere anytime soon. So our little game area is going to be a little more crunched and different. And honestly, it's going to be a bit of a different month anyway. It's going to be flying by the seat of our pants and enjoy a little fluffiness along the way. So let's start, as always, with how many rolls we're going to have. Oh, good. Again, because there's so many things going on, I am so grateful for just one. So our one prompt is a cookie. Thanks, Rumble. And the cookie says a Ryan pick. Good. I like that. Sweet. One prompt is perfect because then I get to do a whole lot of mood reading, which I am all for this month. So for that one, we got a Ryan pick. And because he is a huge fan of pirates, he chose one of the 25 and 2025 that I gave you at the beginning of the year that I really want to get to. And that's Captain of Fates by Catherine Weber. So I am super excited to get to this. Not only is it piratey and it looks so good and I'm excited to get to it, but on top of that, this has a mast of a ship. And y'all, I'm calling that close enough because in one of the cover challenges, I still needed to find a book with a ship on the cover. I'm counting it for that. So I love to double dip when I can. And so I'm excited to get to that one. And I set up the board for our Lord of the Reads. And not only do we have a Rumble, but now we have a Stevie. Hi, Stevie. So it's just utter chaos here today. So here we go. Roll number 1 is 6. And we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, I'm glad it's a blank space because I get to pull then from my jar. And this will, instead of my shelf, this will actually be one of the ones, like going from January on down, this will pick the book that I have to read from ones I've promised. Like I said, a little bit different this time. Ooh, and we have number 39. Okay. So the first roll in Lord of the Reads got us a blank space, and whenever we drew the little book, it was number 39. I went through starting January, February, March, and so on, counting the books that are still left in that TBR list on GoodReads. Feel free to take a look if you ever want to. And it got to Oathbound. Can you believe I still haven't finished the series? I have wanted to for so long. I think the length of the book is maybe what has intimidated me a little bit, but regardless, I got it again. I need to finish this. This is also a 25 and 20 2025 that I was excited to get to. So for many reasons, I need to commit. I need to finish this incredible series. All right. And we have rule number 2. A 1. Troublemaker. Troublemaker. And that has us right here on the prompt cards. So once again, much prettier on Silvia's channel. All right, and the prompt is a hardcover book. Oh, good. So again, I'm going to go off the list of ones that I need to finish. So a hardcover book. So the prompt card got us a hardcover. Well, again, what I've been needing to finish. How many times have you guys seen this on a TBR? And I don't want to kick it off. I don't want to get rid of this book. What if it's a 5-star? And I don't want to not read it because I even have the sequel Enchantra over there on my shelf. So I really, really want to see what the hype was all about and read this and let you know my thoughts and share in the experience with you guys for those who have read it. So Phantasma is once again appearing on my TBR. And our third and final rule for the month is a 3. 1, 2, and 3 is another blank space, which is great because there are a ton of those from previous months that I need to get to. And this time we're number 31, so close to the other one. All right, what do you think, Rumble? Is that good? Is that good? Good grief. Once again, we got a blank space, which again is perfect. Got number 31. Again, went through my GoodReads little shelves that I have there. And number 31 is The Fallen and the Kiss of Dusk by Carissa Broadbent. Cannot wait because this also is part of a series that I've loved, The Crowns of Nyaxia. And this is the conclusion to the duology where the first one was kind of for me, but I love the main character. So I'm hoping this one actually improves upon that and ends up being something really exciting and wonderful as the wrap up. Now, like I said, I still have to finish other challenges. So the 25 and 2025 that I still need to complete is the Hallow Hunt, which I haven't found anywhere. The Deathly Grim, again, I haven't found anywhere. These are sequels to previous series, so we'll see if I can find them by the end of the year or not. The Ballad of the Falling Dragons by Sarah Parker. This, of course, is the sequel, so I'm really hoping I can find it somewhere. Captain of Fates, like I said, I now have been able to get onto the TBR. The Night and the Moth has been one I've been dying to get. I do have a hold on Libby for it, but I'm still like, I think 8 weeks out. The Floating World, which again, love this author so much, so I'm hoping I can find it somewhere. Primal of Blood and Bone. This is the one of 2 books left to do a conclusion, I think, to that series. There's talk that maybe she's going to keep writing Poppy, so I don't know if it's a true conclusion or not, but I'm excited to get to this. It's just the fact that it's so thick that it's been put off, but I needs to get to it. Also, The Enchanted Greenhouse, which of course is a sequel to The Spell Shop, and I'm on hold again on Libby for that one. Between These Broken Hearts, again, I'm also on hold. So some of them I know for sure I'll be able to get to before the end of the year. Some of them just don't even exist on Libby, on Hoopla. I can't find them anywhere. So maybe they were delayed in getting published. I don't know. I'll have to do more research on that. I also was doing the cover challenge, and for that one, like I said, I needed a bridge and a boat. So the boat has been covered now, but for the bridge, I'm thinking about picking up A View from the Bridge, and this is by Miller. I don't know. What do you guys think? It'll be nice and short and sweet, which I like, and still be able to get that challenge completed, which I'm all about. But if you think there's a better bridge one I would like, let me know below. Also, I'm doing the letter challenge, the A to Z challenge, of course. And of course, the 2 that are always the hardest to complete for me are X and Z. For X, though, I see that Xena is or Zini, however you pronounce that, is an option. It looks intriguing to me, and it is available on Hoopla for an immediate borrow. So I might be going that way. For Z, there is Z Zelda Fitzgerald, again on Hoopla as an instant borrow. And I'm kind of intrigued by Zelda Fitzgerald, so this might be my Z. If you have other suggestions, please let me know down below, because these are a challenge every single year for me. Outside of that, it's just, like I said, the monthly shelves of trying to get through all of those books. I don't want to have to say goodbye to those books. So maybe I'll give you a nice little splash screen at the end of this with all the books I have left to finish. And that way you can see what's potentially getting removed forever. It's so scary. But I do want to tell you before we say goodbye, the top 3. I know this is a real short. Normally my games are a good half hour long. This one's going to be short and sweet. The top 3 books that are coming out in November that I am super excited for are on November the 11th, The Strength of the Few by James Islington. This is book 2 from The Will of the Many. I gave that 5 stars. I'm assuming I'm going to do the same because I also loved James Islington's Lycanas trilogy. So here's hoping we'll continue loving that author's work. Also on the 11th will be Brigands and Bread Knives. Those who know Travis Baldree know this is book 3 in that adorable Legends and Latte series. Cannot wait to see what Travis Baldree is going to be bringing for us on the 11th. On the 18th, we get Brimstone by Callie Hard. This is the sequel to Quicksilver, the much anticipated sequel to Quicksilver. So I'm not a huge fan of the art of the new books. I kind of like the old style better, where you've got a person or elf or fae or whatever on the cover versus this, but to each their own. And I just know the inside is going to be super exciting. Well, thank you all for being here in this strange adaptation of my TBR game. I don't know yet what December's going to be like, because again, I'm going to be doing the GoodReads Choice Awards. So we'll have to play that by ear, but do stay tuned, because in December I do my 12 days of Christmas giveaway. You want to make sure you're a part of that and you're here for that. And sometime this month, I need to do a drawing for hitting that 1,100 mark. I'm so excited about that. Thank you all. And I think that's all I have in the way of announcements. So stay tuned, and there's changes a-coming. So I will keep you posted as I know. But thank you all for your patience and understanding and the little bit of stress that's been happening around here at the Aubrey household lately. Thank you all, and take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Please like, subscribe, send your friends, and I will see you next time.